Thank you so much for coming back to the show. Congrats on all the success. This is just from this year. Look at all the magazine covers you've been on. Look at this. This one here. This one. Look at that one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Oh man, that was a crazy one. That was an interesting one because we weren't supposed to go into the water at all, and then we had this incredible photographer, Cass Bird, and she just keep on following me, follow the camera. She kept taking one step back, slowly into the water, and before you knew it, I was like up to my neck.
Really? That's a real photo?
And that's a real photo. Yeah.
Wow, I thought it was just a thing. No way.
In the Hamptons when we did that one. Yeah.
Vanity Fair, they don't mess around.
Yeah,
Here's you. Now this is you, and you have a pet wolf.
That was a wolf.
That was a real wolf. Yeah.
That was a real wolf.
You could tell how psyched you were for that photo shoot. And you go, let's get this wolf.
I had very strict instructions not to look at him in his eyes, so it was legit.
And then of course W Magazine, which is it's fun.
Me and
right
Margo. Yes,
congrats on everything, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Let's talk about Creed 2. It came out a huge success, bigger than the first one. Made over $100-something million. I mean, congrats, buddy.
Thank you so much, man.
I mean,
appreciate it. No, it's the hard work.
It's the hard work that makes it.
Man. It's being focused and locked in, and honestly, you've been working all your life, all your career for this one moment, and it seems like God gave me everything that I wanted at one time. So I've just been kind of, just taking it all in stride and working hard.
And then Black Panther, wow! I mean, oh my goodness!
It was
what a year!
No, it's the way it timed out. It just 2018 was massive, and that movie, honestly, what it did and the impact that it made in the community, in the world, especially for our culture.
What does it mean?
Just representation, man. Being able to see yourself up on screen in a positive way that's not stereotypical. That's a position of power, of royalty, regular family dynamics, having history, having that culture, that mythology there was extremely important, especially Halloween, when I used to see all these memes and, you see all these costumes of these little kids, these little boys with, permanent marker, beards looking like Killmonger, and you see all these little girls dressed up like Dora Milaje with their hair, with these ball caps on and stuff like that. And just having that sense of pride of where you come from, your sense of identity, I think was really powerful.
Yeah, I do remember I did this Halloween. I was like, I'm so psyched for those guys. That was awesome.
It was really good.
Do people just yell at you, Wakanda forever?
Yes. Yes, they do. But they don't understand, I'm not from Wakanda, technically. So
that's Chadwick.
That's a Chadwick thing. So when they say Wakanda forever, low-key, I'm still in character. I'm like, nah, that ain't me.
You won't do it back
I won't do not really.
Not
really.
my thing, dude.
Yeah,
when you see Chadwick, ask him. Yeah, he's
exactly.
like, please don't stop asking me.
Please, I'm done.
Dude, it's the biggest film ever, and I know there's Oscar buzz talk. I know Oprah threw a giant party for the film.
She did. Getting those those influencers and somebody like Oprah, as powerful as she is, to get behind this film and champion it and throw a huge party. My mom made her a special rum cake, to say thank you for it.
Wait, I saw this.
Yeah.
On Oprah's Instagram.
Instagram. She posted on Instagram. So she was going.
Right.
She has a house in Hawaii, so she went to Hawaii that night. And her and Stedman, in the morning, she had my mom's rum cake for breakfast, and she recorded it and put it up online. And we got so much attention, so much love for it. But
was your mom psyched?
She was. It was a dream come true. You don't understand. My mom was such a huge fan of Oprah, and my grandmother was too. God rest her soul.
Yeah.
So I know she was smiling down, at this moment that her rum cake recipe made it to Oprah's house. It was incredible. It was incredible.
Next time, Mom, please make me some.
You know what?
I want to try some.
The next time I'm in the city, I will make sure. Matter of fact, I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna make sure you get a cake. I promise.
I would love to.
I promise.
Oh man, I have almost the exact amount of followers as Oprah. Here's you and your pal Lupita. We love her so much.
But she's awesome. She's a lot of fun. The red carpet, you know how it is. It can be so stale and boring sometimes, and we just try to just pose and looking at you, look cool, look suave, give me that sex face. It's so sometimes when
people always yell that at me.
They do, don't they?
Yeah, give me that sex face. I go, oh, you don't want it. That's terrible face. Don't give me the sex. That's what they yell.
No.
Please don't do the sex face.
Non-sex face for you only.
For you only. But I know you guys have a contest for some push-up contest or something.
Yes.
You can't talk about it, which is fine, but
can't talk about that specific bet that I lost because it's too embarrassing. But me and a couple of my friends, my buddies, we're on these long press tours. We try to keep things fresh and keep things fun, and we're shooting on these films for months at a time. So we started betting on anything. I mean, who can throw this piece of paper into the trash? If you miss it, you give me 5 push-ups. If not, I'll give you 5 push-ups.
Yeah.
But they're on retainer. So that means I can call you up whenever I want, and you have to give me a push-up. And so it's like, that's where the embarrassing thing comes in, because like you're trying to find the most, the craziest places to call somebody up. I've had people do them at, red lights. You parked on the free, at a red light, stopped at a red light. I'm like, hey, give me one push-up. He has to get out and give me a push-up right there on the spot. I mean, in the pouring rain, courtside basketball games.
Where did Lupita make you do it? What was the...
Lupita had me at a fashion show, and the fashion show that we were at had popcorn. Because they have these the crazy art displays, at these fashion designers, they have these crazy runways and sets and stuff like that. So we were pretty much knee-high deep in popcorn. It was popcorn themed, I don't know, whatever. But she was like, hey, first she called me over, like it was all cool, like, Mike, I need to talk to you for a second. And I was like, oh, cool, anything for you, what do you need? And she's like, hey, I'm gonna need one of those. And I'm like, need one of what? I'm gonna need one of those. I'm like, one of those. I'm like, oh, you right now? I was like, oh.
In the popcorn?
She's a fast learner, and
Not
literally
bad.
had to get down there and give her a push up.
Not bad, buddy.
Yeah.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.